Problem that I'm going to solve is 2y minus 3 is equal to 3. Once again, I'm going to solve this in two methods, either the guess and check method, or I will solve it by trying to work out by removing everything on the same side as the y values. So for the first problem, I try to line up the things to make them easier to read, but it turns out that that actually doesn't help us very much. However, I know that if we have 3 negative chips on this side, I have to have 6 positive chips in order to make my answer be a positive 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remind myself that I need 6 positive chips over here. So now I know that the two y values have to be equal to positive 6. Now, each value of y has to be the same, so I'm going to organize them in a way that makes them line up. Now, that one's not showing over the top, but that's okay. I now know that each y value has to be equal to negative 3. So one y, or positive 3, sorry. Each y has to be equal to a positive 3, and I can check that by 2y would be equal to a positive 6, and 6 minus 3 has to be equal to 3. So that is the first method of guess and check. The next method for working it out, I have to go back to the way that the problem started, removing everything back. Now, the first thing I want to do is get rid of the negative chips that are on the same side as the y values. The opposite of 3 negatives is going to be 3 positives. Let's see if I can get my cursor here. So I'm going to add 3 positive chips to both sides. But if I remember from before, I can't simply just add 3 positive chips to one side. I have to add those same positive chips to the other. Now, I know that 3 negatives and 3 positive chips are all going to be equal to 0, so they can be removed. So now I have 2y is equal to a positive 6. If 2y is equal to a positive 6, each y has to be equal to the same amount of chips. So once again, I get each y, or 1y, is equal to a positive 3.